most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Get pumped up, Brad. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to show you a beginner full body strengthening program that you can do at home. This is really comprehensive. It really works well. It doesn't cost that much, and it doesn't take up that much space. So
it's exactly what I use 3 days a week, and I really enjoy
look
it.
at him. He's buff. You know, look, he's strong like bull. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to want to join us on our social media channels. You know, go to bobandbrad.com because we're always giving something away. I'm going to show you just in a second what we're giving away.
This is big.
Yeah, you want to go to the giveaway section under Bob and Brad, or go to Facebook Bob and Brad, and you'll find it there pinned to the top of the page.
Click on the mouse.
Yep. So, VARIDESK, the leader in stand-up desks, is going to give away one of their desk risers here. So this is fantastic. You know, this has got multiple settings for going down and going up.
Right.
So you can do it, put it pretty much at any level here. Now this also happens to be one of their adjunct devices that helps you position your laptop and position your monitor and
You're
all
getting
these
all
things.
choked up, Bob.
I know I am. So, and this is one of their chairs too. So
right. So this holds the screen. This holds a laptop or whatever you'd like on that one. So
yeah. So it works out quite cool. It's got your keyboard down here. Nice work surface.
Well, show them this, Bob. This goes up and down.
That's
really
right.
Nice. It is really cool. Or you can just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And
move it out
carry
there.
on. Yeah.
Ooh. It's really cool.
It's commercial duty. It's
all right,
great.
let's go to work, Brad. Let's go to work. Now the first thing is we are going to recommend. I'm sorry, there's no other easier way to do this, but we do think you should get the wall anchor. And we have these on our website. You actually, normally if you buy it from Amazon, you get 3 of these. You're actually going to get 4 when you go to our website. These are solid, heavy-duty devices that help maintain the bands in place. And we're going to show you how easy it is to take the bands off and put them on when you're using them. So the first exercise we're going to start with, and we're going to end with this, is always posture, because it's probably one of the most important, some of the most important muscles you're going to strengthen are the postural muscles.
You can tell we're therapists. If you got good posture, everything works better.
Everything works better. You can actually do this from all 3 levels.
Sure.
And I often do, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I usually like to start with the one at the upper level. The upper level anchor, by the way, we usually put it just high enough that I can still reach and put the bands on there comfortably.
Right.
So for Brad, it would be obviously maybe right about here.
I'm a little shorter.
Yeah, a little shorter. And for me, it's way up here. So we're going to start off. I'm going to work here. And as you're going to see, I'm going to pull the elbows back like this, and I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. So if I go like this from this angle, you can see. And I'm going to move my arms different ways. I usually go thumbs up and maybe thumbs pointed towards each other. And as far as repetitions, you know, on the posture one like this, you can do lots of them.
Right. You can do, 15 minimum, 20, 30 repetitions.
Right.
Would be good.
And this is a great one to do throughout the day, even if it's in your office. You know, you can go ahead and just grab and rip off a few sets. All right, Brad's now going to show how to do the chest.
The chest. So this is the way I do it, because my setup I have in my basement. Bob has a setup in his bedroom.
In his bedroom, yeah.
So I'm going to work the lower fibers, and I'm going to work it like this, working the lower fibers of those pectoralis majors. And that works well. And this is one of the beauties of this, is you can easily just change it like this. And now I'm going to work. This is probably what most beginners would do. Get the main fibers of the chest and work it like this.
Now we just sell the anchors. We don't sell the bands. The bands, you'll find there's just a whole plethora of types of different ones. Most of the kits come with like 5 bands and 2 handles, and then also some cuffs. So, which we'll show you later.
We like the Body Elastic brand.
Right.
I really like them a lot. Been using them for a long time. I've used 3 or 4 other brands and find these are superior for a lot of different reasons.
Well, they're anti-snap for one thing.
Right.
So you can
the handles
are fantastic. Yeah. Right. So next one, Brad. I'm going to go ahead and do biceps. Now, the reason I really like doing biceps with the wall anchor and the bands is because I was doing them for a while with an actual bar and a weight,
a barbell.
and my elbows got really sore from this. You know, I'm 59 now. You know, so this stuff happens. So I went to the back to the bands for a while, and for some reason they're just easier on the joints.
Well, they
Yeah.
have some give. They allow you to. They don't lock you into specific range of motion.
Right. So what I did what I used to do is I'd start off with just to warm up. I would do a set with just like 1 or 2 bands,
Yep.
and then after I warmed up, I'd actually do a set with all 4.
Right. So just
And
doubling up.
put both handles like this,
There you go.
and you can get a pretty darn good workout. And with that, I would like to try to get it to the point if you're trying to build a little, bulk.
Oh yeah.
you know,
So your wife still thinks you're attractive.
That's right, which is asking a lot. When you're doing these, as Brad just mentioned recently, when you get to number 10, you should be struggling.
Right. It's
So-
shaking, fatigue, muscle
Right.
burn.
So I do the warm ups, and I could do an easy 10, and then I go to the next 10, and then I'd start to get to
Right.
struggle. And you
Oh,
can
look at
step,
that. Oh,
you can
wow.
step away from the wall further, and it'll make it work harder, make it easier by stepping closer to the wall.
Right.
So that's what's nice about this. You can actually vary the intensity just by where you move.
Right.
So you can start off here, and it's like, oh, I got to get to 10. Then you
Yep.
can finish up going to the 10 here.
You realize
So-
you started out too far. Easily adjustable. It's a big advantage to the band.
Now, we didn't mention how often you should be doing these. I think, again, as a beginner, you should probably be doing 3 days a week. You want a day, at least 1 day of rest in between.
Sure.
You could go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You could go Monday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever,
right.
whatever works for you in your schedule. So, Brad, do you want to show chest, or no, not chest, you already did lat pull downs and
Yes,
triceps now.
I do, Bob.
So what's nice about this, it's very difficult to do lats at home. Just because it's a difficult exercise to do unless you have some type of device like this. My wife actually said just for this reason only, she doesn't have to belong to a gym because she really likes to doing the triceps
Sure.
and the lats
Yep.
at home.
Now
So-
you can do this one depending on how tall you are standing up, and you'll get this much range, which is
Right.
okay. If you got a stool, this is the way I do them at home.
So the lats are the muscle right here, which give you the wingspan here.
Yeah.
The wider of the wide
That
V
V
shape. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. And I think I like it also because it helps position that humeral head in the socket of the shoulder, which gives better body mechanics. So
That, and it also attaches into the back and actually
There you
helps
go.
strengthen the back a little bit, believe it or not.
now this is a really nice point. I put my butt to the wall, my shoulders back, and my head back, and that forces me to do with good body mechanics and posture.
Yeah, this is a great find, Brad, this discovery of that you made here. No, it really is, because if you go to a gym even, it's hard to find a device that's going to stabilize you that well unless you have a big machine. And for you to actually stabilize your head too,
Right.
and just concentrate on the lats.
Can I go to triceps?
Go to triceps.
So without moving your body, elbows down by the wall, and this is a really nice way to isolate those triceps. So, if you're trying to build up those triceps and get some definition, this is the way to do it. This is what I do, and I'll do 3 sets of 10. By the 3rd set, I am really burning those tricep muscles. It works well.
All right.
Can I show my tricep
Well
muscle
done,
now?
Brad. You go ahead and show your
There you go.
triceps. There you go.
Bob said I wasn't going to embarrass myself if I did that. So I
No,
thought,
it
what the
actually
heck.
looks pretty darn good there, Brad. If you have to drag it out of me. So now we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the lower one here. And again, you can see very easy to move. And so you can go ahead and, again, great versatility here. And now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to do a few squats, Brad.
Oh, nice.
Legs, shoulder width apart at least,
Mhm.
maybe a little wider. And this is giving a little resistance. Put my butt back.
And he's keeping a really nice arch in the back. That back is straight and actually arched back a little bit. And it really helps.
No, I'm not going very deep. I'm an older person. I don't need to go that deep.
Right.
I'm getting some strengthening going on here of the hips and the knees.
and you're going to save your knees
And
as a
you're going to
result
save
of
our
it.
knees.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to go right into one that's kind of even focused on the hamstrings. So a lot of you maybe you haven't seen a kettlebell swing. So yeah, there you go. You can actually do what you do is you're going to have a swing, and you're swinging you're actually using this as a resistance instead of a kettlebell swing,
Sure.
which you go forward like this. So you're going to grab the handles in between the legs like this. Good posture
Yep.
again, and you're going to thrust forward like this. And now what you're doing is you're strengthening the buttock and the hamstrings, and you're going to squeeze your butt together kind of when you're lifting up like this.
Hey, you're getting some arms, some balance, and some low back. You get other things that are supplementary
Yeah,
as well.
this one's working your core too.
And Bob, I think this is one that looks like you're not doing that much.
Oh yeah, you're doing something. This one actually, I'm working harder on this one than I did on all the other
Right,
ones.
we're using a lot more muscle
So,
mass, that's
yep.
for sure.
All right, Brad's going to finish up by showing a couple more exercises for the legs.
Right.
Hip abduction and hip extension.
So typically you need a little lighter band. I'm going to use the yellow one. You do need to have something to go around your leg, and you hook it on there.
And
But
again, those sets normally come with this.
Right.
They'll come
it's
with
all
the
part
cuff
of the
weight.
package. And it doesn't matter what kind of carabiner you have with the anchor, because you simply just pop it on there and it's done.
Or you can even go double around it, right? Up the top and
Sure,
up
you
the
bet.
yeah,
If,
it's
if
just
you're
so
a little
to,
nervous about it, you
Yeah.
can double it up there like that. Okay, and I'm going to use naturally the booyah stick
There
for
you go.
balance. And I'm going to work hip. Now, when I do this, I'm not only working my groin muscles, my hip adductors, I'm also working balance. See, without the stick, I'm really working. If you don't care about balance, you just want the muscle strengthen like this. And I'm going to go 4 directions, because if you do 4 directions with your hip, you really cover the majority, almost all of your hip muscles. So flexion,
you're going into abduction. Keeping his toe straight forward.
Right, not like
going,
this.
Yeah.
Good. And if you have the stick and you want to hold the stick up, then you really work your balance. There's just all kinds of varieties of exercises you can do. Now this one, good for that butt muscle right there, that gluteus maximus, but don't do this.
Yeah, look how good he's keeping his posture while he's doing
Good
this.
tall.
Yep. So very quickly you can get all the muscle groups around the hip without ever even changing, the device. You're just keeping it all in the same position basically.
There you go. So all that was done with 4 anchors. We had 3 straps. It's just a simple, very effective setup to work with. Like I said, I use mine 3 days a week religiously.
No longer have any excuses when
That's
this
right.
occurs. So, all right, get strong like bull.